You can tell that the president is not somebody you can underrate. And if you make that mistake, then be sure that he's going to win it. So, from my experience of 2022 general election, the current president is not somebody you just want to wish away or you just want to underrate.
Okay.
He has shown that you cannot underrate him. Anybody in power, the first thing and the most important thing you want to do from day one you get into office is to make sure that you scatter all your opponents. And at least you know all your opponents, the ones that are the known and the unknown ones. You can see that the presidency, as it is currently, is working very hard to ensure that the opposition remains scattered. And that is politics. So that will be a factor. Our politics has not reached a level where we can be given the opportunity to vote on issues. We will be voting on positions. The Gen Zs are also asking for a political space. But they are forgetting that that political space was not a vacuum. It was occupied. There's no political space in Kenya which is just a vacuum. It is occupied. As we approach 2027, let me tell you, if I were the president today, I will not sit pretty. It is not a one-horse race. The united opposition against the current president, the biggest factor in what will be at play is Raila Odinga.
Thank you so much again for joining us for this conversation. My name is Eugene Kwach, and this is the Power Table, where we get to delve deeply into issues that matter to you, our viewer. Tonight, we get to delve into matters 2027, well, with ODM in chaos, and of course, with the opposition with no clear leader. We're asking a very critical question. Is Kenya getting up to a one-horse race in 2027? Well, we'll get to answer this amongst, and of course, with other different, many questions. And of course, with me to answer this particular and pertinent question is Julius Genga from Moroni Ward joining us. And thank you so much, Julius.
Thank you.
A member of County Assembly.
Former member of
County Assembly.
Yes, Kisumu County.
Kisumu County,
Yes.
Moroni, Kisumu County. Thank you, sir, for joining us for this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, I want us to begin this conversation, and let me be the devil's advocate, because for long we've had different conversations. Right. And you've known the kind of conversations politically that we've had in this country, those wishing the president to do his one term and go, and others actually realigning to make the president a two-term president, and others with different ideas. But 2027 is nearing, and ODM, which is an opposition party, is in chaos from what we have seen. Maybe we're going to discuss that. Also, the opposition, the united opposition, has no clear front runner. Is Kenya then preparing for the presidency of William Ruto, a one-horse race in 2027?
Thank you very much. I really don't think so, because we are headed for a general election in 2027, and as you can see, everybody is preparing for that election. Yeah. All the 6 elective positions. I cannot say so much about how each side is preparing, but what I know from my standpoint is that each side is preparing for an election. There may be different indicators, but the end game for each of the protagonists is that they win power in 2027. So make no mistake, each party is preparing for the 2027 general election.
Yes.
That is for sure.
So
So you cannot say that somebody is not prepared.
so it will not be a
And
one-horse race.
somebody can, and if I were somebody advising or close to the president, I will not even tell him that he can sit pretty, because to me it's a high stake election.
Yes.
That I can tell you.
Okay.
So the president knows this very well. He has his own team. He has his own way of doing things.
Yes.
And I can tell you that looking at what happened in 2022, you can tell that the president is not somebody you can underrate. And if you make that mistake, then be sure that he's going to win it. So from my experience of 2022 general election, the current president is not somebody you just want to wish away, or you just want to underrate.
Okay. Quite
He has
interesting.
shown that you cannot underrate him.
Yes.
Yes.
Quite interesting that you're saying the president cannot be underrated.
Yes.
And why is it that we still have the opposition without no clear front runner? Is it a game? Is it part of the gameplay? And to what end?
This is also all power play.
Okay.
Anybody in power would want to scatter the opponents.
Okay.
And maybe I would want to say that is one thing he has succeeded.
Yes.
Yeah, anybody in power, the first thing and the most important thing you want to do,
Yes.
from day one you get into office, is to make sure that you scatter all your opponents.
Okay.
And at least you know all your opponents, the ones that are the known and the unknown ones. So I think that is something that we really need to be very careful about.
Okay.
And I would not want to say that the opposition is scattered. It's just it's a realignments that happen the world over, and especially with our Kenyan politics. Kenyan politics, much as there are issues that are coming up at the moment, democratically, I think we are far much ahead of other states, many states in Africa, and by far. And therefore, I can tell you, these to me are realignments. The realignments can happen within a ruling party. The realignments can happen within the opposition parties, like what is happening now. Others who are in are trying to move out. Others who are out are trying to move in.
Yes.
So that is the paradox of our politics. It's the way it is.
Okay.
Because of what we have inculcated.
Okay.
Since the multi-party democracy, I think in 1990.
Okay.
Yes.
What are some of these things actually that we should look into, or rather that will determine or shape elections of 2027 from where you sit?
There are many factors, but I want to narrow down on three major factors. One is the power of incumbency.
Okay.
That definitely will determine the general elections of 2027.
Okay.
And having said that,
Yes.
you can see that the presidency, as it is currently, is working very hard to ensure that the opposition remains scattered. And that is politics. So that will be a factor.
Okay.
The other factor, which to some extent people would not want to appreciate, is that the Gen Zs, are becoming a factor in the next election. And maybe there was no clear path for them before, or rather the generation we had before
Yes.
may not have had the freedoms that the current generation has.
Yes.
These are mainly Kibaki era kids, and they have grown up educated. They have grown up with a lot of know-how. They are exposed, and with the world of internet and connectivity, the social media is at their prime, and that prime is their time.
Yeah.
So these are very exposed. These are very exposed generation,
Yes.
and it's a generation that is the Katiba generation. You know, we really have to know that much as the new constitution, we are enjoying the fruits.
Yes.
Maybe the political class forgot that within that new constitution, and with all and the excess freedom that it came with,
Yes.
there was going to be a generation within that new constitution.
Yes.
This new generation, we have started to see
Yes.
what they are made of,
Yes.
and that is the Gen Z.
That is a great factor.
Yes.
Okay. The third
Yes,
one?
that's now the third one will be groupings. Let me call it groupings.
Yes.
And groupings in Kenya, we may not really say political class.
Yes.
That is part of the grouping, but the major part of the grouping that will determine the 2027 general election will be the tribal grouping.
Okay.
We have seen every other person wants to run back to their tribe, and this is one thing that it's a conversation that maybe we will need to delve in, especially with this young generation, the Gen Z,
Yes.
because they talk of being tribeless,
Yes.
but there are all indications as things stand now
Yes.
that we are all heading to tribal groupings
Okay.
ahead of 2027 general election. That is a fact.
Okay.
So, to me, I think those are some of the factors, some of the three major factors that will definitely determine the next election of 2027.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering, because when you say that the three main factors to be considered generally,
Yes.
Going into 2027, you've talked about the power of incumbency.
Yes.
You've talked about the Gen Z, and then you've talked about tribal grouping.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to find a balance between the Gen Z and tribal grouping.
Yes.
If at all, because according to how we have voted, the pattern that we have voted, it has been through voter fragmentations.
Yes.
And that is through tribes
Yes, yes.
and so on and so forth, where Kikuyus vote as a block, the Luos as a block,
Yes.
the Luya,
Yes.
all these, the coast Areans will try to vote where they think that their leaders are.
Yes.
How is it then going to affect? Because we have the Gen Z who are tribeless and they're leaderless.
Yes.
And then we also have the tribe, the tribal groupings. So how is it going to balance so that we see that the Gen Zs, as they speak as one, and they say that they want a leader who is this and this and this, they're not going to be affected by tribe and say that now because we are Luos, let us vote according to this, and because we are Kikuyus, let us vote this way.
Yes, thank you. To try and discern that is the Gen Zs try to portray themselves as leaderless
And tribeless.
and tribeless.
Yes.
How that pans out in the coming days as we approach 2027 still is to be debated, because as I can tell you, the original face of Gen Zs,
Yes.
or the prior to June 2024 protests,
Yeah.
we had people who were on the forefront, and they really agitated for the Gen Z issues. Somehow, they dissipated into the cloud of politics, and you can see that some of them have been swallowed by the one party, others have been swallowed by the government, and that also tells you the Gen Zs, maybe some of them are genuine in what they agitate for, or they just lack that opportunity to be in the political space. And that is the only point I want to argue, that I think the leaderless, tribeless tag may not really fit in well for the Gen Zs, because you need a platform. You need a platform to agitate for what you really feel that is affecting you. Either it is socially, economically, or financially, and all this. So at one point or the other, you find that the Gen Zs, as we approach 2027, there will be elections. And elections cannot be done like you will not vote for anybody. You have to vote for a particular person. And unfortunately, we have not matured enough to be voting on issues. That is our politics has not reached a level where we can be given the opportunity to vote on issues. We will be voting on positions. And the positions will culminate into acquiring political power. So if today you gave the opportunity for a Gen Z to take up a leadership position, at the end of the day, they have to belong somewhere. They have to belong somewhere. They have to belong to a formation, a grouping. So that at least you're heard. You say you are the Gen Zs, and this is our party, or this is our formation, or this is our grouping. We want to agitate for our issues using this particular channel.
Okay, thank you so much. About the issue of Gen Zs, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was in States, and he was actually asked about the Gen Z, and he said that at the moment they're not so much, the United Opposition are not so much involved with the Gen Z in leadership positions, and this is because the leaders of some of the Gen Zs that were with them, some of them were absorbed by the government. And give an example of Morara Kibaso, who he claims joined Kenya Kwanza, and Kaskazini, that is Kasmil Makore, who joined the government through ODM. Of course, that is is debatable. But he says that they have not joined the United Opposition. What do you think about the issue of Gen Zs being tribeless and leaderless, and particularly on the issue of them joining this table? Because they've said they're leaderless, and yet some of them want to become leaders and presidents. And so, as Gachagua say, it's quite difficult actually to involve the Gen Z.
I think he, to some extent, and if I watch keenly that the former DP's interview in the US, I think he was confronted by a Gen Z, a lady, I think she said she comes from Nyeri or somewhere, and she was very particular on the approach that the DP is making in their politics. So you could tell that the Gen Zs are also asking for a political space, but they are forgetting that that political space was not a vacuum. It was occupied. There's no political space in Kenya which is just a vacuum. It is occupied. So as you are saying that the DP was lamenting that they have not come to the table, I think there are also issues why they have not, maybe they have not joined that table. I don't know.
Why do you think they've not joined the table?
because they are reprehensive. They feel that these people are still talking about tribe.
Okay.
And you see now, anybody who wants to embrace the Gen Zs, I think you cannot dangle the tribal card.
Okay.
Somehow, there's a grouping within the Gen Zs that still don't feel they want to be inclined to a particular tribe. Because what affects them generationally. So it's not that something affects them because they're a generation from this tribe, and it doesn't affect another of their generation from another tribe. So there is still that reprehension. Why would we want to join you as the Gen Zs, and yet you are more of a tribal chief?
Okay.
So this is the message that the Gen Zs were trying to pass to the DP. Much as he was also asking that they are not trying to identify with them, I think that space is still not very comfortable for the Gen Zs, because you look at it, you're just saying these guys are more or less the same with the other guys.
Yes.
It's only that now they are out of government that they are able to bring in some issues, but we are still not feeling that they are giving the Gen Zs that more that it should be a generational fixation towards them, not a tribal fixation towards that political grouping.
So what can actually be a game changer for the Gen Z? Because they're saying they're leaderless, they're tribeless. What can be a game changer for them?
I would advise, given an opportunity to the Gen Zs, that one, they have to belong to a political formation. That political formation, I cannot dictate. I cannot tell them. They are the ones to choose, or how they want to whether they want to make their own political formation, or they want to identify with any political grouping, but they must belong to a political formation. Because when IBC says that we are headed for elections, they'll be looking for parties have to submit names of candidates for various positions. And the second thing I would also want to advise them is to look at the Constitution, which has given them so much freedom, which they enjoy today. There are so many positions. They may not really go for the affirmative positions only. They are even elective positions in the current setup of our political formation. So that is how I would advise them to at least identify themselves, get a political formation. That how they are going to get it, that one I cannot advise them. Whether they make their own, but they have to pass a statement, if they are serious, in the next ballot.
Okay.
The only weapon that they have, the only power that they have is the ballot.
Yes.
When it comes to the elections, it will not matter how many times you go to the streets.
Okay.
The only thing you have to do, you must make sure that you have an ID.
Yes.
Then you go and exercise your constitutional right as a Gen Z and vote. Now, who you vote for or how you vote, then it will tell if what you as a Gen Z you've been agitating for is real. Yes.
The reason why I even asked why going on into 2027 elections, we are likely to see a one-horse race is because we do not have a clear and formidable person who maybe has been fronted by the Gen Zs that can even take over power from President Ruto. Because if you talk about the united opposition, these are politicians who have been there for the longest time.
Yes.
Some of them who have served with President Ruto. And the Gen Zs clearly want to see someone who is revolutionary, someone who comes in with, who represents change. So I do not understand, maybe, do you think that the political formations that we have, maybe the united opposition or even the president, are they going to align with either, or we are going to see them coming late into the day, and how is it even going to affect the political space?
This is very interesting. As we approach 2027, let me tell you, if I were the president today, I will not sit pretty. It is not a one-horse race.
Okay.
That I can tell you. And I'm sure the president knows. He cannot sit pretty that he is going to have it easy come the next general election.
Yes.
What is happening now to me is political realignments. It is realignments within the same people who form the government.
But for the Gen Z,
Yes.
what is in it for them? Do we expect them to come up with some candidate? And you also understand that for you to become a president, it has to be 50+1 according to our constitution.
Yeah, thank you.
So how is it this going to play about? Is the delayment by the Gen Z to have a formidable force to reckon it with the president and maybe the united opposition?
Yes.
Going to hand over the presidency to the old guards again, or is this going to actually make it even easier for the people that are, or rather the candidate endorsed by the Gen Z to win it easily by not being fronted almost like right now?
I can tell you the Gen Zs they are at liberty to decide their future. And that has to happen at the ballot. There is no other way that can happen. Now, as I keep saying, as to which political formation or which political revolution they want to join or they want to make, I think I would want to appreciate them for one thing. At least they have made their statement known in the political landscape.
Yeah.
At least any member of the political class now wants to listen to what the Gen Zs are saying. And that is a big score for them. So I would imagine a situation where a young person, a lady or a man comes up and offers himself or herself for the presidency. That is not an easy task because of the resources that are required to be the president. It is not very easy to be the president. You cannot just wake up one day today and you say that I want to be the president of this country because I represent the generational change. No. There are so many factors that come into play.
Okay.
One, you have to get a political platform.
Yes.
If any Gen Z wants to be the president of this country today, he or she must get a political platform.
Okay.
That is one thing for a fact.
Okay.
It cannot be in a vacuum or on just an empty space.
Okay.
So going forward, the decision I think solely lies with them.
Okay.
I want to say and I want to repeat.
Yes.
The Gen Zs of this country have made a statement.
Yes.
And it's not just a statement, it is a testament in our political cycle.
Okay.
That from June of last year, from the protests, something needed to have been done a long time ago.
Yes.
And now that takes me back to something the former president would talk about.
Yes.
He would talk about the young people, he would talk about this young generation.
Yes.
Somehow he knew something.
Yes.
Or he knew there was a badge.
Yeah.
And it was just a matter of time.
Yes.
And indeed, it didn't take long before there was an implosion.
Okay.
Now, the Gen Zs or any other person, I want to equate their agitation for leadership to one person in the name of Barack Obama.
Okay.
Barack Obama was given a platform by the former, I think he was the former Secretary of State of the U.S., and he ran for president. I think that was in 2004. The National Democratic Convention in the US.
Okay.
When he was given that platform,
Yes.
everybody knew there's something in this young man. Now imagine if Obama was not given a political platform to agitate and express what he felt needed to be done for his country.
Yes.
We would not be talking of Barack Obama today.
Sure.
Yes.
Wow, quite much interesting. But even as the political fronts, all these guys align themselves,
Yes.
The politicians, as they continue to align themselves, it is important to note that it is important, quite much imperative for the United Opposition to come up with a leader who will take it head on with President Ruto. Someone they can trust, who can take the charge, and they start their campaigns as soon as early as now.
Yes.
Otherwise, if they are too late,
Yes.
then they may not be able to find it easy to actually popularize their candidate,
Correct.
the United Opposition.
Yes.
So I have two questions for you.
Yes.
One, what are these strategic considerations that actually the United Opposition should prioritize in actually, number one, selecting a unified presidential candidate to actually challenge President Ruto's re-election? And I will even ask you again what this particular United Opposition will do to ensure they elect someone who will not ensure that the team breaks,
Yes.
because everyone else in that group wants to become president.
Thank you. A matter of united opposition as of now looks to me is something still to be debated.
Okay.
I can tell you we want to maybe it is not something that is palatable.
Yes.
But the united opposition against the current president, the biggest factor in what will be at play is Raila Odinga.
Okay.
It will depend on what ropes that he's going to pull ahead of 2027. And I can tell you from the look of things, maybe it's only we are trying to see a narrative that maybe Raila Odinga took advantage of the Gen Z protests.
Yes.
That is not the case.
Okay.
That was just an opportunity that came on its own. This is something, as I told you, the issues of Gen Zs is something that has been it's something that has been coming for a long time.
So can we say that number 4 of the question that I asked you about the factors to determine or shape 2027 elections, you said we have the power of incumbency.
Yes.
You said the Gen Z. And tribal grouping. And then we can add Raila Odinga.
Raila Odinga is definitely number 4.
Raila is number 4.
Number 4 in the coming elections of 2027.
Yes.
Whether you are in the opposition or you're in government, Raila Odinga is a factor.
Okay.
And a big factor.
Okay.
To determine.
Okay.
Not just to consider, but to determine the elections of 2027.
Yes.
That is one thing for a fact.
Yes.
We cannot just bury ourselves, our heads in the sand and say, oh, Raila is not a factor. Raila is a big factor and a factor determinate.
How is Raila a factor in the coming elections?
If you combine Raila factor with the incumbency, remember he's also incumbent in his own. On his own, he's also the incumbent, leader of a party and a bigger party. So any political side would want him to align with them. It is allowed.
Okay.
And I would also say confidently that the president is in his own wisdom is just doing what anybody in power would do.
Okay.
fragment the opposition, scatter them.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you're in power, you make sure that your opponents are always scattered.
So they should not complain.
They should not complain. I think that should not be a complaint.
Okay.
So if you look at the elections that we are headed to,
Yes.
I told you it's a high stakes election.
Yes.
And even I want to repeat, the president cannot sit pretty that it is going to be easy. No. Personally, I'm one follower.
Yes.
Of Raila Odinga.
Yes.
But even with my young experience in politics, you still cannot tell where he's going to land next. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you cannot tell where he's going to land next.
Okay.
And he has his cards well placed around his chest. He's the one who knows which ones to pull at what point and on who and by who.
Yes.
So it's a big factor to consider.
Yes.
So the sitting president is not sitting pretty.
Okay.
Because he knows that the opposition are using one of the factors I had mentioned earlier, the tribal formation thing.
Okay.
They are trying to cut away a voting bloc from what the president had in 2022.
Okay.
So they are also, in a way, they believe that if they cut away a chunk of voting bloc that the president had in 2022, they also feel they also stand a chance.
Okay, we'll discuss the issue of Raila.
Yes.
But let's come back to what you talked about, the united opposition.
Yes.
What is that strategy they ought to do in picking the leader? Number one. Number two, how can they ensure that after they pick the leader, then the opposition do not divide?
Thank you. I don't want to hold brief for the opposition.
Yes.
Because that is a conglomeration of leaders who've been there. Maybe except you'll say who Natembea, who was an administrator and then morphed into a politician, but by and large he's been part of the establishment. So what is going to happen is they know best what to do. Any opposition party, let me make it generally, any opposition party who wants to come to power, they know what to do. Number one, you have to know the incumbent.
Yeah.
So I hope they know him, because this is one person, as I told you earlier, is not a person to be underrated.
Okay.
So where they sit, they need to know their opponent, who is the current president. Yeah.
Maybe an advice for them.
Yes.
Just an advice.
Yeah,
for
that's
them.
an advice for them. They need to know that the person they're dealing with.
So what kind of person should they pick? After
They-
knowing the president.
After knowing the president.
What kind of person should they pick?
Definitely, your guess is as good as mine. After knowing the president, you know who to pick. You cannot just pick anybody who one has no national outlook.
Yes.
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 Or national appeal.
Yes.
Or you have to get somebody who also appeal
Who's the best bet?
So you have to get somebody who appeals to the intergeneration.
Okay.
So the intergenerational appeal has to be there. You know, something came up in the recent debate about this dialogue thing.
Yes.
There was a word about intergenerational
Conclave.
or rather a talk
Yes.
amongst the different generations.
Yes.
So if these people already know who the president is,
Yes.
then they have to get somebody who is appealing intergenerationally.
So who is your best bet?
I would not want to say my best bet under the opposition.
Yes.
Because one, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know their end game.
No. You can just say someone who is maybe, because we have Gashagwa, we have Matiang'i, we have Kalonzo. So you can say that if you look at Gashagwa, eh, his presidency, his candidacy,
Yes.
may be blurred by this and this because of this and this. Maybe Kalonzo will be fit, or
Now that means I take the job of being one of their strategists.
yes,
So if I had that opportunity,
Yes.
then I would advise accordingly.
yes,
But I want to answer that question like this.
yes,
If the opposition know who they are dealing with,
yes,
if they really know the power and the organizational ability of the sitting president and his power of incumbency, then that will inform them on who best to pick
okay,
as the candidate.
okay,
Secondly,
yes,
there has been a debate on intergenerational talk. They have to get somebody who appeals
yes,
across
yes,
the generations, if I were to
Yes.
call that.
Yes.
So I don't want to hold brief for any one of them.
yes,
But my answer would be just based on those two factors. If they know who the president is,
yes,
and they get somebody who appeals across the generations,
Yes.
not across the tribes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, quite much interesting.
Yes.
And how will they ensure that after they pick this president, this candidate to fight it with President Ruto, the opposition will not actually scatter?
That is a matter.
Because everyone else wants to be president.
Everybody wants to be president.
Yeah.
Uh,
In the opposition.
in the opposition.
Yeah.
But I hope they have one. Maybe they know that they have the history of the country. They know what happened during multi-party, during Ford, the original Ford.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they would want to go back there.
Yeah.
So there are people who already have the history of what a united opposition can do
Yes.
and what a scattered opposition can do.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, quite interesting. Let's talk about Raila as a matter.
Yes.
Of to be considered
Yes,
as a
yeah.
determinant.
Yes, as a determinant. Yes.
In the elections of 2027.
Yes.
What are Raila's chances? What are the chances that he'll run for presidency? What are the odds that he'll support President William Ruto or even join the opposition?
When I speak about Raila, I want to say that I speak about him as my party leader. I belong to Orange Democratic Movement. And I am just, I'm a junior member of that party. There are senior members within the party. There are members within different echelons within the party who, and organs. And the party has structures and organs to determine whether Raila Odinga runs or not. So I cannot preempt that at the moment, but that is a decision that I am also looking forward to getting directions from the very party, because we know at some point they will even have the National Delegates Conference. Maybe at that point there will be a decision that will be made. So other than the other organs within the party and the other decision-making organs within the party, I think ultimately a decision will be communicated from the party, and that will inform whether or not Raila Odinga runs for president
Yes.
in 2027.
Yes.
Yes.
But what about whether or not he runs for presidency? But I just asked,
Yes.
what happens if Raila supports President Ruto? If Raila supports the United Opposition, what are the chances that he supports them?
What are the chances that he supports either side? I think we are at a point and time where there are so many theories, there are so many hypotheses. We want to look at every other possibility.
Yes.
And as I told you, the very factors that will determine elections in 2027, one of them is Raila Odinga.
Yes.
So whoever he supports has an edge over the other.
Okay.
Yes.
Quite interesting.
Yes.
And that is interesting in so many ways.
And that does not mean he's not standing, because he has not said. What I can tell you is that as one of the determinant factors of 2027 general elections, Raila Odinga supporting either side will give an edge.
Don't you think that the agenda
Yes.
would greatly determine who becomes the president? Or you've said, as you've said, that it is no longer about the agenda, but about positions.
Yes.
Is it so?
You know, Eugene, politics is about power. Even in mature democracies like even the USA just the other day,
Yeah.
Elon Musk, before he fell out with Donald Trump,
Yeah.
they had an arrangement. And it was about power. Elon Musk was not getting to support Donald Trump because he loves him. No. He was angling for a position of influence within the government. So every political formation is looking into a way of getting into power. And that power, apparently, it is not absolute that you will get it on your own. You have to sit down with a group of people, different formations. You have to bring in different people, sometimes even with very different ideologies. But as long as you can find a common ground, you have to come together, get into power, share the power. So everybody wants to get into power, and they share the power.
Yes.
So you don't want to get into power and you don't share it.
Yes.
Yes.
But okay, so the agenda, because according to Rigathi Gachagua, the agenda of the United Opposition right now is one term. Is that an agenda enough to remove President Ruto from power?
And it's a sweet thing to say. It's a facade. You know, in politics, things come with, it's like the fashion. That's like the fashion of politics of today. That to make it look very nice, right now we are talking about one term. And to make it look nice even before, it was Moi must go. And to make it look nice even during Kibaki's time, it was no Moi time, no reforms, no elections. And then sometimes even Kibaki. So these are monikers that are used during intense campaign periods to just drive your point home.
Okay.
So whoever came up with that term, or whichever political grouping, I would want to say that is not a strategy. That is just a political moniker to just whip up emotions and whip up the crowd and then drive your message. Now, what I hope is, other than the one-term song,
Yes.
there is a message
Yes.
that they are trying to pass, and hopefully the message gets to the people.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Quite interesting. And I've been wondering, because you talked about the president. As a president, you must understand your the opposition.
Yes.
You must understand your the people that you working with, and that is the opposition. And maybe you would want to scatter them.
Yes.
And that is my question of ODM. What has really happened of ODM? Because we have Edwin Sifuna, who is the Secretary General of ODM, speaking differently from other members of the ODM. And Edwin Sifuna says he has declared the MOU between ODM and UDA dead. And of course, he said this and Raila says that Raila has his own right to speak, and it's not like he's chastising him as the Secretary General. And people are asking, what is the state of the MOU of ODM and UDA? Are they even going to work going forward, and even 2027?
I think what we are seeing at the moment, I may not really be in a position to say why the SG Sifuna is talking the way he does. I just want to tell you that political parties have got their owners, and today every political grouping is a club that is controlled by certain people. Any other person, you will find yourself, you're just a member, and you just have to follow what comes from the owners of the club. Now, I want to equate what the Sifuna situation at the moment. I don't want to talk about what he's been talking about. Look at the previous history of the other SGs. When ODM got into an arrangement with UDA,
yes,
definitely it was a decision that was made by the party leader.
Yes.
And then communicated, cascaded, which means it was passed down.
Yes.
That I would wish to get into arrangement, and then please do. So the other organs and other members of the party had to follow tow, or to be in tow.
Yes.
Now, when this SG speaks as he does, from my thinking, is he belongs to a certain school of thought within the party.
Okay.
But whether that school of thought has the power to decide what happens,
yes,
that is something I can tell you for sure. That may not be the case.
Okay.
Because more often than not, if you look back, you'd find that Ababu Namwamba, for example, there were times he would speak and he would get support within the party, but at some point, you know what happened.
Okay.
So he is a young man, he's a young SG, Sifuna is a young man, he's a young SG. My only wish and hope is that he's following instructions from the owner of the party.
So is it possible that Sifuna is actually saying what Raila wants him to say at that time, so that the rest, because probably there's something that Raila wants from UDA, and as actually many people have said, that there's a possibility that the ODM party wants more from the government, and that is why Raila is speaking the way. That is why Sifuna is speaking the way he's speaking.
Yes.
And they even think that Sifuna may not be speaking that way without the blessings of the party leader Raila Odinga. Could that be the case?
I want to answer this in a different way.
Yes.
Sifuna may not have the power to speak the way he does.
Yes.
And sometimes, ODM is a big political outfit. there are different ideologies within the party. There are those who are moral centrists within the party. There are those who are leftists. We have those who are far left on ideologies within the parties. There are those who are centrist on ideologies within the party. Then there are those who are far right within the party. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the body language of the party leader. So it is my hope and my wish that the bravado with which the SG speaks emanates from the party leader.
Because Sifuna was speaking the other day.
Yes.
And then Raila Odinga walks away at the time that Sifuna was speaking.
Yes.
And I was even wondering, could it be that Raila has actually told Sifuna, go speak? And because he doesn't want to appear as the person who has actually made Sifuna say the words, he says, then he decides to walk away. Because it seems like now like the ODM party is in double speak. Others are pulling this side and the others are pulling this side.
Personally, I don't see any double speak there. One thing you have to understand is it's not very easy to manage a bigger political party, a party as big as ODM. It is not very easy. This is a party that has people from all walks of life within the country, from different parts of the country. And even the leadership positions within the party, they are scattered across the country. You do not expect people to speak the same language. But ultimately, there is the authority within the party. So it is my belief, because I don't want to speak for the SG. He knows that what he's doing, he knows whether what he's doing is right. And an instruction given from the party.
Okay, are we seeing UDA and ODM working beyond 2027 from where you sit?
From where I sit, there is personally nothing wrong UDA working with ODM for 2027.
But they don't they have different ideologies?
If you look at democracies the world over, even fragile ones, even like Israel's, who are currently, even in Britain, you find that people have different ideologies, but somehow you can agree on certain principles, and come together. Look at South Africa. Who knew that the ruling ANC will work together with the opposition, the Democratic Alliance, and even bring in some members of the cabinet, some members of Democratic Alliance into the cabinet. So it is not out of this world, even if the ideologies are somehow different. It is not out of this world to see ODM working with UDA. It is very possible, and I know it is something that can happen in 2027. Yes.
Finally, as we come to the end of this conversation, thank you so much for having you. What kind of leadership do you think the country really needs as we get up to the 2027 elections, and even post 2027? What kind of a leader do we really need as a country?
Yes, we need a leader who can steer the ship, despite the challenges that we are facing. Because they are challenges. So challenges is what definitely in most democracies, that is what defines leaders. And I think we've already identified at least one thing we agree across the board, that we have challenges that we are facing as a country. There is the high cost of living that has been there for a while. Although some pointers will tell you that things are getting better, but economically you can feel the heat. We cannot just sit down and say we are not feeling the heat. It is a fact. So it needs a leader who can steer this ship called Kenya.
Yes.
That has different people, many people.
Yeah.
With all the challenges that we have, at least bring all the leaders on board,
Yes.
even if you vie as different political formations.
Yes.
But whoever emerges
Yes.
must show pragmatism,
Yes.
that we have democratic elections,
Yes.
we have peaceful transfer of power,
Yes.
and then we settle down very quickly,
Yeah.
bring every leader on board,
Yes.
and then steer the country forward,
Yes.
away from the challenges that we've had.
Yes.
Number two, we have to appreciate that ours was just a matter of time. Our economy was just a matter of time
Yes.
before we felt hit
Okay.
like we did before.
Okay.
So I think with time, we may need to have a leader who engages with experts, maybe from different parts. Even the former president, I would say it like this, even the former president, Daniel Arap Moi, in the little time that I knew he was there, he formed a team of experts. He formed a team of experts to help him manage the economy. So the economy is the main thing. And then because we have a constitution, we have democratic space, democratic governance, democracy, governance, and all the other issues, they'll fall into play.
Okay.
Yes.
Quite interesting. As we come to the end of probably this conversation,
Yes.
and maybe going into 2027, probably,
Yes.
what is the main, what should be the agenda, actually? Because I know we have a lot of agendas. The United Opposition talks about one term, and that has just been, as you say, it's just a
Yes.
political moniker.
Yes.
But that chant, the people actually who are, that is the agenda
Yes.
of one term.
Yes.
What is the country that you think that even going into 27 is something that we should consider as the core? Because we are at a time where we have economic turmoil, if I
Yes.
can say.
Yes.
And those are the major issues affecting the country: joblessness,
Yes.
unemployment from the youth. And of course, the youths need a lot of opportunities. The cost of living
Yes.
is quite rising up. And so people are asking, who will actually lift these burdens? And we are even trying to ask, so
Yes.
what should actually be the agenda, number one? And from where you sit, I'd want you maybe to look at some of these leaders who are contesting. We have David Maraga amongst them. I want you to say 2 or 3 things about these leaders. Are they people who can actually revolutionize, Okiom Tata, revolutionize our economy, our structures, systems, for us to even have a better economy?
Yeah, thank you. Eugene, politics is a club. And as one person said, I think he said rightly that you find that the way our political system has morphed over time, especially post multi-party democracy, we tend to have formations of people who are more or less like-minded. Everybody knows that there's a problem.
Yeah.
We want to bring change.
Yeah.
Now, what is not clear is because everybody wants to bring change. So the question is this: what is this change that everybody wants to bring on the table? Why is it that every election year we want to bring change? We want to bring change.
Yeah.
That tells you there's a systemic problem within our democratic structures or our governance systems
Yes.
that needs to be looked into. Yeah. So if you ask me today, what should be the agenda come for the next election, let's say 2027, the agenda cannot just be a mere slogan. It's not sloganeering. We need to delve into the issues that affect our people. And as much as we speak about the economy, we speak about unemployment. Those are issues that should be on the forefront, because for the youth, it's a badge.
Yeah.
The youth unemployment is a big factor that must be addressed by any leader who comes into power or wants to come to power in the next election, even in the elections to come. As long as we don't address the youth unemployment, we will continue to have a cycle of problem every electioneering year. But now, there are key performance or economic performance indicators that would create an environment where unemployment is not actually reduced, is not eliminated, but at least managed or reduced significantly. We need people to be absorbed in different facets of the economy, and that means the main agenda should be, how do we expand the economy? How do we give the opportunities in those expanded areas? How do we motivate investors to come into the country, invest in different sectors of the economy? And we know our strengths, like in agriculture. That is one area which is robust, and it is an area that can help us both in foreign exchange and even in local employment. We have areas like Juakali. Juakali is an area that has endless potential, if you ask me. But maybe we need to go Juakali, but in a modern way or fashionable way, like empower our tertiary colleges, our tertiary institutions. Yeah.
Okay.
So that it is not a must that everybody has to get a degree. We've seen it from this youth bulge that not everybody should get a degree so that you are successful. We have technical expertise, that the technical expertise gap within our country that needs to be addressed.
Yes.
Yeah. If you talk about like the building sector, we need so many technical experts.
Sure.
These technical experts, they are not all degree engineers.
Yeah.
Others are just artisans.
Yes.
So if you ask me, the technical tertiary institutions gap has to be explored so that we churn out a big chunk of population who, in one way or the other, they get out to the job market and seek self-employment or get easily absorbed in areas where traditionally we would not imagine that the jobs are important. Nowadays, any other job is important.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a degree job or a white-collar job.
Thank you so much, Julius Genga.
Yes.
Julius Genga is the former MCA, Member of County Assembly for Muhoroni 1.
Yes.
And we wish you the best. We know you'll be contesting again.
Yes.
Yes, and of course we wish you the best. Thank you so much for the great insights that you've given us on the power table.
Thank you.
At this particular table, we get to invite thought leaders, members of county assemblies like yourself, of course members of parliament, politicians, and various leaders who can be able to contribute to the conversation and the dialogues that we're having within this country to ensure that Kenyans understand some of these issues that are affecting them, and probably how we can even better solve them through this conversation. Thank you so much. And of course, this is the power table. You can get us on Siasa Times, where we get to air. But of course, you can also follow me at Eugene Kwach Uchieng, which is my name on social media platforms, or Kwach Official. Thank you so much for having us, for accepting our invite. And have a good night and thank you so much for joining us for this conversation. Thank you.